Hey, what's going on, guys? Little
Laughing
side
at
note
Twitch.
before we get in here. I'm not choosing to make the videos on my phone over and over again. My PC setup is almost done. I've had to renovate.
Dude, I cannot wait for Tectone to come back to streaming. It's going to be more fun again. I've felt there's a hole in the streaming space because Tectone isn't there.
Going on in my house pretty much nonstop since I moved in. It's, oh my God, it's coming along so well. Surprisingly, I'm building my stream room last, but I've got my home gym done besides the equipment, which is going to take about 6 weeks to ship, but I'm very excited for that. That was about $20,000, but it'll be cool to be able to stream from the inside of my house, being able to get some lifts in, make things a little bit more fun, and a bunch of other shit that you'll never see, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, things are going along smoothly. I'm excited to get back to my PC and hopefully give you guys some higher quality videos, unless you guys enjoyed these incredibly shit quality videos in the big year of 2025.
Yeah, this actually isn't bad quality.
In which case, maybe I can be persuaded to do a couple more, like I have been doing for, what was the first time I recorded the outdoor video? 6 years ago? I think I was in a forest in London, Ontario. I think I was bitching about Ganyu. Jesus. Old times. I'm getting fucking old, guys. I'm 31.
Dude,
anyways,
oh shit, man.
world...
I'm about to be 30. I think as soon as I hit 30 years old, I'm going to be as bald as Tectone.
The world is shifting for a much worse direction, in my opinion. And me being angry at things that, you know, is...
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm just very passionate and very, I don't know, trolly. Whenever I yell and scream, I'm not actually mad at anything, because none of it actually affects me.
It's now considered the status quo is probably no surprise to you guys, but there's a lot of fucking liars out there.
You don't say.
It's pretty surprising. I'm really not gonna lie. I mean, you know, I mean,
it's really surprising how far they're willing to go to lie, especially around the Collargate Hasan Piker situation.
You see streamers like Valkyrie lying for Hasan. You see QT accidentally telling the truth for Hasan, which was hilarious. You see porn stars like Sasha Grey lying for Hasan. And
I didn't know she was a porn star, but I mean, I guess everybody on the left is a porn star now.
Then she'll see the clip of Hasan doing the exact same thing that he said that he didn't do, and then Sasha Grey will be so scared she'll just close the clip because, God forbid, she consumes information that goes...
Right. For context, she said, oh, there was no tape on the collar, and then QT Cinderella immediately on the video she was reacting to said, there was tape on the collar, and she's like, well, I'm not watching this.
Was against her beliefs, which we're going to get into a whole bunch of cognitive dissonance later and explain to you guys what that means for anybody who doesn't know. Yeah, and then we have Hasan lying about 108 times. I think that's the number, 108 times.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody counting. There's probably a lot of people counting.
4 days, I believe, is the number that everybody was counting about how many lies he just looked towards his audience and said, hey, this thing that you saw happen on camera, it didn't happen. It wasn't me.
You all know it didn't happen. And then days later, they're still giving him shit about it.
She even got you on camera. Wasn't me. All right, dude.
Yeah,
yes, it was.
I like that song.
Yes, it was. If you were that woman in that music video, I don't know if you guys are old enough to know that song. If you were that woman in that video, my God, you're retarded. I mean, Jesus. Anyways,
right?
That really is the status quo of what's going on Twitch and what's going on with the media. With other news sites showing the No Kings protest happening with footage from 2017 in a completely unrelated protest, trying to make it seem like this whole No Kings protest was a lot more successful and larger than what it is. We have content creators lying. We have the fucking news lying. And even more so, and this one I really, really had to process. Because deep down, and I want to make this very clear, I don't like being right all the time. It sucks. I'm very rarely wrong.
Yeah, and I was looking at the right wing that posting about, oh, this drone footage was from 2017. I felt like I was losing my mind. I felt like I was the only person that was like, hey, This didn't happen. What are you people talking about? This is not from 2017. This actually happened. And everybody was trolling me. Everybody was giving me shit. And like, I was just like, I'm going insane. Is everybody fucking with me? And it turns out Steven Crowder came out and said that I was right. Well, he didn't directly say that I was right, but he said the thing that I was saying, that it was fake news that the right wing was sharing around. And I was trying to tell them, like, do the fucking research. Do you not see that okay, all right, well, you know.
And it doesn't bring me any joy to be right, because the things that I'm talking about are bringing me great frustration. And the thing that I was very frustrated about is,
when I get frustrated, though, it's kind of funny. Like, I get into a funny mode where I'm just like, ah, you know? I get a big old smile on my face. I'm like, are all these people insane, or is it me? Am I the insane one? I'm definitely going insane.
even worse than the news, because we already knew that shit was bought. Now
True.
Twitch themselves are looking at you in the eye as a retarded consumer and insulting your intelligence and
You know why they look you in the eye and lie to you? Because they know that nothing's gonna happen.
saying, hey, that thing that happened on camera didn't happen. Now, what am I talking about here? In case you don't know, Emiru got sexually assaulted at a con. And a lot of people are trying to just say, well, it was only a kiss. It was only a forced hug and a forced
It was only a kiss.
kiss. Like, she didn't die. The point is that she could have. The point is that she could have been very fatally wounded or killed or worse if there is something. I mean, she could have been eaten. I think, I'll be real, out of all the crimes.
Yeah, he could have turned into a titan and just like, ah! Like, you never know, bro.
In the world, I think cannibalism is the worst. I think that's the number one worst crime. I feel like if you've eaten somebody, if you let, anyways, this is a topic for another day. Yeah, the thing is, something much worse could have happened, and security countermeasures should have been taken, and disciplinary actions should have been taken. And, well, you know, Twitch, you did give the guy a big 30-day ban. I want to remind you that a guy who went up to Emiru and sexually assaulted her got a 30-day ban where...
You know why they don't care? It's because it wasn't somebody that was directly in their circle, and she's friends with Asmongold and Tectone. That's why they didn't care.
E-Rob? E-Rob joked about beating someone up at TwitchCon, and he got banned for 30 days. A joke got the same ban as a fucking crime. I want to remind you, me calling Denims a whore and Frogan fat got me banned in total for 30 days. I want to remind you that Mike from PA literally put a bounty on Destiny's head, and he did not get banned for 30 days. He didn't even get punished. I want to remind you that Sean de Token Black literally said he was going to murder Destiny and how he should be fucking brutally...
It's both sides, guys. It's both sides. You don't have to watch it if you don't like it.
Slaughtered, and he didn't even get banned. As well as Hasan calling for the death of...
Yeah, and that whole, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it is fucking bullshit. Because you still got chatters that have that energy within them from those chats. And if Sean DeBlack says, hey, everybody should go out and get Asmongold, and then somebody from his chat goes out and gets Asmongold, it's Asmongold's fault.
Many different people, and he also did not get banned. Are we starting to notice a problem now? We're going to go a little bit further. So Twitch put out a notice saying, well, guys, we permanently banned them. Not their decision, by the way. That was because it was caught on camera. The clip blew up. Emiru's manager, God bless their soul, held them accountable and said, you are going to take these disciplinary actions.
By the way, after she took action and got a hold of the police and got a hold of a lawyer.
And you are going to permanently ban this fucking loser. And so they have. They put out a note saying the person was apprehended and is currently being dealt with by the authorities.
Good.
No, they weren't.
Oh.
Okay, no, they weren't. And the reason why we know they weren't is because we literally saw footage of this guy lackadaisically walking at a very relaxed pace out of TwitchCon.
Damn,
with
I didn't know that.
Nobody restraining him, because just like the last security guard, well, if you do your job properly, you're going to lose your...
Oh, wait, no, I did see that. Never mind, I did see him walking out. Wait, that happened after they said that? What the fuck? Yeah, like, I saw that, but I thought it was before he was apprehended. I thought that was directly after he did the thing. So that was after they said that they took action? Is that what I'm understanding from this?
Promptly. Welcome to Twitch.tv. It's great. I also love how many of your employees I talk to, Twitch, that even think that you yourself are retarded because you aren't allowing your own employees, your own moderators, to do their jobs. And even they are like, fuck. Okay, so Hasan Denims and all these fucking people are actively slandering all these people, but you called him fat, all right? So you're gonna get banned for 2 weeks. And now what are we gonna do for you? Ooh, we're just gonna tell you to ignore them because for some reason the higher-ups at Twitch are protecting these fucking bozos. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is so weird. I understand why they're protecting some of them, but the Orbiters, I don't know why they're protecting. I kind of get Denims because Dan Clancy's a gooner, but like, does he like fat chicks too? Like Casey Tron and Logan? Or is it Frogan? I don't fucking care.
Twitch literally put out a public statement that is completely falsified. It is a complete lie. It was debunked in minutes. None of them put out an apology. None of them corrected the wrong they did. They looked you in the eye, they spit in your face, and they said, hey, you're gonna believe this story. Guys, I mean this on my whole soul, on everything. There are so many people lying to you. It is insane. I highly...
Yeah, I already know. I don't know why there are people that don't know this. I've literally talked to people who say, no, they don't. Only your side lies. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Everybody everywhere lies. There's like a few people that I see on the internet that don't lie or aren't completely retarded. Now I think Alex Jones is completely retarded too, by the way. I don't think that he's a liar. I just think he's retarded for posting fake news and reporting it as if it was real.
And other content creators from their side won't tell you to do this. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you approach everything that you consume with a degree of skepticism.
Yep, I already do. Like, that's why I was so adamant about that drone footage thing.
I highly recommend that you look for proof or evidence.
Yeah, if somebody makes a claim, I look at it and I'm like, huh. All right, well, let's find the actual proof of it. And if I can't find it, I'm going to ask around. And I'm going to ask around for a while. And if nobody says anything or people start trolling me, I'm just going to immediately assume that it's bullshit.
Or anything that you hear. So important. Because there are so many people looking at you in the face and lying. It is insane. And by the way, I just want to address this. Whether you like or don't like Destiny, and obviously, you know, I tried to get along with Destiny. It didn't work too well, okay?
Yeah, Destiny's a fucking freak, dude.
It didn't. But just because I don't fuck with Destiny at all doesn't mean that I can't acknowledge that bro has been actively threatened for and called for the death of multiple times blatantly, and no one calling for the death of this man has ever been punished. And I don't care who you are. I'm not going to call for the death of you ever.
Yeah, what are we doing here with people calling for the deaths of people and like cheering on the death of people and not doing anything? Because it's getting worse. Because guess what? Nothing's being done about it.
It's just not good. It's not a good thing to do. Now, I might tell you to kill yourself, but that's not a threat. That's just a suggestion. Way different. It is. It really is. And people need to understand that there's a big difference between a gamer saying, bro, kill yourself, like in fucking League of Legends, versus...
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I'd just say, go fuck yourself. I like that one better. because that one's way, way less bannable. And if you tell somebody who is super slidal, then, you know, that looks very, very bad. So I'll just say, go fuck yourself.
I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to fucking slaughter you. There's a very big difference. There is. Because one is...
Also, there's a very big difference if you say that to somebody you're actually friends with, because I've seen people get banned for that, who say something like that to their friend as a joke. And I think that's completely fine to say to your friend as a joke.
A suggestion. And the other one is telling you, these are the actions that I'm going to do. Man, it really is...
Yeah, I think death threats, if you're talking to your friend and it's obvious that you're joking, are completely fine. I wish that companies can make the distinction between that. Because I guarantee if I go on Twitch and I threaten my friend like that, obviously, ridiculously over-the-top joke, I'd get banned for saying the exact same thing Hasan says seriously about other people and to other people.
And the more, and I mean this genuinely, the more you are aware of what's going on in the world, the more that you are aware of these people that are lying, the more that these people will try to discredit the people telling the truth. I mean, I want you to look at Nux Taku, for an example. Nux Taku got his entire career temporarily destroyed, which he bounced back from because he's one of the GOATs. God bless you, Nux.
Love Nux.
The amount of misinformation put out on this guy is insane. I mean,
dude, Nux has been roasting people on Twitter recently.
I get told that Nux is a pedophile daily. And I'm like, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? Just complete.
I was a fan of Nux when all of that drama was going down. Whenever he was, in quotes, being a pedophile. I was there, and I saw the video. And all he was doing was pointing out a thing that YouTube was allowing. And I don't get it. And if he's not allowed to show it, then YouTube's not allowed to show it. That was the whole point.
Complete misrepresentations of the truth. And I mean this genuinely. Nux has always been good to me, and I'm a guy who's always going to have the back of my friends. However, I will also be the first guy to hold my friends accountable. Like, for example, sorry, I got something in my eye. I was the first guy to call it Asmongold a massive fucking pussy when he uses big fat build in Elden Ring because he's not good enough to beat the game any other way. Anyways, just think about how much misinformation is put out on Asmongold as well, or even legal mindset, you know, or...
Hey, bro, you need to trim your nose hairs a little bit. I probably need to trim my nose hair too.
Even me. I'm sure everybody at a point of watching my videos has probably seen me be accused of doing the worst crimes on planet Earth.
Ah, fuck. Now I can't stop focusing on it. Trim your nose hairs, old man.
Guys, I'm... Whoa, camera almost fell down. Getting a little bit gusty here in San Antonio. I want to remind you that there was even rumors that I killed people. Yes, there was even a point in time where people thought I was murdering people. Yes.
Well, I mean, you kind of look like Jason Statham, so I can see it.
I've been accused of everything on the earth that there is to be accused of, and what's really scary is there are more...
I don't know if he realized that as he's saying all of this, the wind's picking up with his voice, and it sounds really scary.
More people willing to believe
it's just like, I don't kill people.
Baseless lies than grounded truths. And let me tell you why this is. There is two sides of your brain. There is the very quick, reactionary, emotional side of your brain, and then there is the slow, logical version of your brain. Now, the majority of people...
I think mine might be switched. I think I've got fast logic, but the more I think about things, the dumber I get.
Are really going to fall victim
to... Maybe I have autism. Never been checked.
The
Too
short
late now.
Emotional side of their brain, because that is how we have been wired as human beings to consume content, whether that's big dramatic headlines or clickbait titles. Can you believe they did this? I mean, there's a reason why more Pegasus videos work so well, because my God, the clickbait is insane. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, well, the clickbait is also true at the same time. That's what makes it great. A lot of it is just a future prediction.
Yeah, but we feed into our emotional, reactionary side of our brain a lot quicker than our slower, logical side of our brain, which really leads to, people want to believe what they already think. No one, a lot of people aren't really going to be like, this thing that I greatly...
Yeah, they're solidified in their beliefs and their stances. I recognize that I am completely, extremely retarded. So I am constantly trying to figure things out because I want to know what's going on, while at the same time I have no idea what's going on.
Believe in. I'm going to look at things that disprove it. Most people aren't like that. No, I've been like that a lot more often, generally over the past 2 years, and I think that's made me a lot more complete of an individual. But one of the things on, the left side, the Hasan side, is this thing called cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, by the way, when we say the left side, it's really like everybody who is not a leftoid, like a violent freak leftoid sexual degenerate moron. They're all on the right. Whether you think you're a leftist or not. If you're not one of these leftoid freaks, like I have a friend who says he's on the left, but he's not like the leftoid freaks. I think, what's his name on YouTube? 1-2 cents? Yeah, that guy. He thinks he's on the left, but guess what? Since he's not a leftoid, he's lumped into the right. I'm sorry to him, but that's just the way it is.
And Sasha Grey is a great example of this, where Sasha Grey is so down bad for...
Yeah, she's also a porn star, so like, yeah, I don't believe anything she says because she works for Satan.
Hasan, that even when she makes claims that Hasan never even had a dog collar on the dog and there was no prongs, and then she watched a clip showing exactly that, she had such an emotional reaction where she got angry and she rage quit the clip because she couldn't accept that her version of reality was augmented, that it wasn't real, that it wasn't rooted in reality, and it made her copyright claim and DMCA strike anybody who showcased that clip because she can't accept that she's wrong.
Yeah, she didn't get me. Yeah, because I will get around it. You ain't getting shit on me.
There are so many people trying to discredit the people who are telling the truth. It's a little bit scary. And there's this content creator by the name of Milo, who I believe left the internet back in 2015. Guy is very racist. It's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was fucking hilarious. There's this other streamer by the name of Cuff'em who went viral for having this clip versus this Mexican guy where they were both calling each other racial slurs. And that clip was fucking hilarious. It was fucking hilarious. And guys, I'm tired of pretending that this shit isn't funny. There's so many people who will tell you, oh, I love everything. I love everyone. I'm accepting of everything. I'm so...
Yeah, those people are fucking liars, or they're just completely brain rotted.
Tolerant, this, that, and the other. No, you're just a piece of shit. And that's a video for another time, which I might record immediately right now because I think it's worth discussing. But yeah, cognitive dissonance is running wild, as well as another great one, the fallacy of relative privation, which is you can't be upset at this thing because there's a war in Gaza happening right now. There's a genocide in Palestine.
Yeah, and if there wasn't, then they would just use some other excuse. Don't you know there are Ukrainians dying in the streets?
Yeah, unfortunately...
That was the conversation before the whole Gaza thing happened.
Just because there's something worse happening elsewhere doesn't mean that your current issue doesn't exist. Regardless, lots of things to enjoy today.
I think everybody forgot that the war in Ukraine is still happening. I don't see anybody talking about Ukraine anymore. I don't see any flags. I always just see the Palestine flag. I remember when the Ukraine flag was everywhere.
Lots of things to consume, and rage culture is fed higher than ever.
It's funny how all of these are all about flags.
And everybody calling out the truth is villainized, and everybody lying is considered just a good old squeaky clean boy. And my God, am I fucking tired of it.
Yep.
Yeah, do me a favor, fact check everything. I think it'll make your life much better. and really just observe the astroturfing on Twitter, how everyone will say the exact same comment. Most likely,
I fucking hate sanitized people, man, where everything they do is clean, except for whenever they want to come out and pretend that their friend is a good person. Ludwig. Jellywig. It's like walking into a school or a hospital and you're like, this place does not feel right. It's too clean, too organized, too boring. It's not fun. This seems like a place that I do not want to be.
likely from fraudulent users or fake users in general. Where
It feels like everything on the walls, there's a purpose to it. To try and get you to think a certain way, just like it is in a school.
they say, hey, this guy who's literally saying things that have been proven on camera, well, he's delusional.
It's like brutalist Soviet buildings.
He's schizo. He's obsessed. Yes, I am obsessed. I am obsessed with pushing the truth. And side note for anybody
I'm obsessed with culture, and I don't like rotten culture.
who sat through this entire video, I can't wait to prove all of you guys who are part of my community correct. There's a lot of things in this world that I could have already dealt with, but I'm not. And the reason why I'm not is because it's leading to a lot of mask off moments. I'm getting a lot of information that I want. And man, there's gonna be cinema soon to come. And
It's funny how the Collargate kind of divided everybody, and we all know who's who now. We got the celebrity Hollywood LA freaks versus everybody else.
really enjoying it. Always make sure to leave one
No, wannabe celebrities. They're just the celebrity types.
in the chamber. But for me, I like to leave a fully loaded mag. I will see you guys very soon.
Yeah, I cannot wait until he starts streaming, dude. The internet's gonna wish he was gone. Let's go. I've got a link down there in the comments. You should definitely click it. Donate to the Fables Folly Farm. It's not really called that, but you know, that's what I'm gonna call it because I am the one taking the donations for it. It goes directly to the farm. Even though they go to me, it goes to the farm. So you should definitely click that. It helps out so much, man. We're trying to build community here. We're trying to do really cool things here. And yes, I stole that slogan from Nick Nocturnal. So click the link.